Hello everyone, welcome to Miyad Gospel TV. I am Adeniyi Bukola and I'm here to answer random questions on intentional parenting. Stay tuned.
Okay, so Adeniyi Bukola, can you please tell us what intentional parenting is all about?
Alright, intentional parenting has to do with being thoughtful and mindful of your child's development. And the child development varies not just in a physical development. We can have them develop be it in the cognitive, the affective, and psychomotor development. So our intentional parents actually focuses and notice those developments and they know what to do.
All right, so thank you. So the next question we have here is before that, can you tell us what inspired you to become an advocate for intentional parenting?
Okay, what inspires that? This being an intentional parenting is something is a decision I made not just when I started having children. Now from experience, childhood experience, and the upbringing, the environment, the I'm not saying I'm not putting it out like that. That parents are not those days are not intentional. No, they are. But actually, the way what you saw growing up, and some parents are being thoughtful, seeing parents around. So I made that decision. Now I'm not going to be just that parent. Now, so I want to be intentional and focus on my child or children. Let me say.
All right, thank you very much. So are you can you tell us are there other styles of parenting outside intentional parenting?
Of course, they are. I've seen parents how to that wait before they react to their child. They don't even know the milestone their child is achieving until they see it. Some parents actually see they will have to wait before see their child bring out it before they know what to do. So we call those type of parents reactive parents. They react to what they see. So there are other type of parents apart from intentional parents.
Okay, so can you just point out a major difference between this intentional parenting and the reactive parenting?
Okay. All right. Unlike the reactive parents, intentional parents actually set goals. They plan ahead of whatever happens, whatever they are seeing. So they are not fidgeting or they are afraid of what is happening at the moment because they plan ahead. They will foresee those kind of events. Unlike the reactive parents, that until those events happen, that is when they start going up and trying to come up with ideas about what they will do to it. So and that's we called a lot of fidgeting and all proud. They don't know what to do. So and that is not for intentional parents. They are always ready. They know what is coming. They set their goals. It is planned already. So one of the major thing about them is that they set their goals and they plan ahead.
Thank you very much. Okay, so the next question we have here is what are the core principles of intentional parenting?
Okay. Some of the principle of intentional parenting is that they are always present in the life of the child. You see them anywhere, every time of their child's life. They are not those parents that okay, they fix in something or somebody to fill in for them. They are always present. They are always active in the life of the child. Even from the child, you will see you hear from the child. My daddy, my mommy this, my mommy that, because you see that his parents are intentional, they're always there. So they are purposeful, let me say, and they are always present in the life of the child.
Okay, so thank you very much. All right, so talking about building strong relationships, can you tell us how can parents create a safe and secure environment where children can feel comfortable expressing themselves?
Please come
How do
again.
parents create a safe and secure environment where children feel comfortable expressing themselves?
Okay, how do parents how they should create the environment for a child to be safe.
Now, how the parents create a safe and secure environment where children will feel comfortable to express themselves.
Okay, for a child to be expressive to their parents, right?
Yes.
Okay, so of course there should have been that bond and the freedom for a child to work with you. So you don't just have a child and you should have that gap or not welcoming to your child. As an intentional parent, your child should be able to walk up to you, should be free with you with that. And you don't set boundary for them. Let them know that they are free to do this around you and let them be comfortable. With that, they will feel safe.
Okay. So, what are the most important qualities parents should instill in their children?
Okay, important quality. Open-minded. A parent should actually train up a child to be open-minded. They should always be open and stand for who they are. A parent should actually train up a child to be truthful anywhere and anytime, wherever they see themselves.
All right. Thank you very much. So, the last question we have here, not the least though, how can parents begin to incorporate intentional practices into their daily routine?
They should do what?
How can parents? I think you've answered that question from the beginning of your conversation. Like you talked about setting goals and all that. So
Yeah.
let's read this question from the person who
Okay.
sent it. All right, so let's go down to the next question. How can parents balance intentional parenting with their other responsibilities and stress? How can parents balance intentional parenting with other responsibilities and stress?
For one to be an intentional parent, I'm not seeing anything that needs to be balanced because before you see stress or any other thing, you okay before you see yourself in the midst of seeing stress and trying to balance things up with your child. That's why I said earlier that it's very important you set your goals before as an intentional parent. So if those goals are being set, if you are being mindful and thoughtful of every milestone of your child and you are prepared ahead of it, you won't have to struggle to balance things up. So it's very important you set your goals and be mindful before time.
Okay, so finally, does technology have any role to play in this intentional parenting?
Of course it does. Of course it does. No, we can't just. I've not seen any aspects technology hasn't played a major role in
Okay,
when it comes to intentional parenting. Okay, now for example, I think I've been laying emphasis on goal setting. How do you plan and get those your planning handy and getting them done? For example, if you have your phone with you can't just be going about having papers with you and to check what's my plan, what's my next plan. You have your calendar there, my next to-do list, fix it. This the next thing I have my child is my child that you can actually use it to plan ahead and set your tasks.
all right. That'll be all for today. Thank you so much, Adeniyi Bukola. It's a pleasure to have you here at me at Gospel TV and wish to have more of you.
I'm glad I'm here. Thank you so much.